Yeah, we just gonna start and record it and see what happens. But this I don't even really know if I want to do a podcast today or record or whatever. But we just gonna go with the flow because I feel cute. I feel cute. That's it. Like that's the only reason why I think I'm recording today because I've looked at myself and it's just like, you did that. Like yesterday I did my hair and everything, and honestly it the whole process while doing it I was like, wow, it looks a lot different because I've been using more product lately. And I mean more product as I wasn't using any product. Like I don't really do a lot to my hair besides wash it and then I would do nothing, put nothing on it. Maybe like I don't even think I'd put oil on it. I won't put anything on it. But now I put oil, some I guess I don't think it's a leave-in conditioner, but it's something. It's by Cantu or whatever. And then I do a gel by Kinky Curly. It's like their little marshmallow gel or whatever. And girl, it's like, it's the Suave commercials where they just be turning. There go a little vocal practice. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I got some alarms going off on my phone just to keep me on schedule, but that don't. I mean, it kind of works. It just gives me like allotted like here I could do this, I could do that. It's not necessarily what I should be doing, but it's just like, okay, cool. If I get an idea, I'm very much so spur of the moment. So yes, I do feel like, what is it? I guess scheduling and stuff like that. Or I don't know what the correct word would be, but that's important to be able to jot this down and say I'm going to do this around this time and then I'm going to do this, and to have a routine and habits. That's good too, but sometimes I don't know, I just want to be able to do whatever I feel like in the moment, so that way my life isn't just so it's like, girl, I'm not flexible with anything. But I don't know, I feel like I'm being flexible in this moment because Mm. But I mean, I might as well talk about something. And I I kind of have this not to do list, the not to do list. That's one of the topics. And let me read, I guess, the overview. I guess it's a list of things I've noticed in other styles and approaches that I never want to exhibit or mimic. If hurt people, then I want to channel my hurt and make sure that no one ever goes through it because I know the exact or similar feeling. Now, I mean, in relation into a not to do list, there's been so many things that you witness in life, you witness people doing, or certain I mean just really people, because as a person I can only really mimic what another person is doing, or I can choose to do monkey see monkey do or whatever. And so there's always good examples, bad examples, and a lot of times it's always people that really don't have good fruit. And there's always this saying like, you can tell who a man is by the fruit that he bears or whatever. And so if you see a person with good fruit, why not listen to their advice and pay attention to their lifestyle, pay attention to the things and the habits and whatever they do in order to obtain what they have, not trying to be them, but just to have such a wisdom and a willingness to learn and soak up said, I don't know, efforts, knowledge, whatever. And then there's the people that have the bad fruit, and it's just like, seemingly the people that really can offer you nothing always have something to say. And don't get me wrong, like it's not always about what you can gain, but sometimes it is about what you can give to someone, because life is not all about take. It's a good combination of both giving and receiving. But I mean, even still, you got to look at some people and analyze their life, not in like this judgmental way, but just in comparison. Now this, I feel like this is the only time where it's good to compare, in comparison to where you're wanting to go and what you're wanting to, see come through you into other people's lives, and be like, I mean, you don't really, you're not in the same arena that I'm trying to go in. I feel like that's one thing. And I mean, you know, what I say is not end all be all. There's so many different factors into taking advice or listening to people's wisdom or whatever somebody may be doing or saying about you or whatever, to you, through you, whatever. And I don't know, it's just there's too many people that always offer up opinions that never really, I don't know, it's just like never really serve anybody but negativity. And you know, it's a lot of times it depends on background, it depends on, you know, people's upbringing or whatever, whether or not they actually believe in something other than systematic oppression. Oh well, deep oppression, what is it? I don't know, fuck it. And you know, where I come from, I can say that a lot of people don't really believe in chasing dreams, or they don't believe that they were good enough to actually be successful. And I mean, not even just in my home, but in my immediate area, it's just kind of like, yeah, there was a lot of people I could see having that because they had to stick to a certain career because it was their only option. It was the only thing that was possible for them. And so the not to do list for me, the not to do, what I took from a lot of my upcoming is never judge a book by its cover. Um don't don't take your history, your past, your failures and try to make it like someone else can't do because you weren't able to do that. That is, I don't know, that's borderline evil to me, because don't shit on somebody else's dream just because yours has not yet manifested or you weren't able to make it a thing, you know. And it's just, I feel like a lot of people do that. I've had a situation like that happen to me. One instance where one of my guidance counselors, I was talking to her, and this was my senior year, I believe, and she asked me what I wanted to be, and you know, I sing a little bit, so I was just kind of like, well, I would like to sing or whatever. And so there was this girl. I've told this story before, but I feel like it is it's so important to it's important to my story and to my what I represent. But there was this girl. She could sing. She could play guitar too, and she went to try out for either one of the shows, American Idol, something, Somebody Got Talent, or whatever. Somebody got talent, but it might not have been her. But she didn't make it. And so what happened was, this is one of my issues as well. I don't like when it comes to educators, or even, okay, like in the workplace, you're not allowed to work in the same place as family. So why the hell would they allow educators to be related to anybody within that specific area? Like, even, I mean, children, like no adult should have any relation. I don't care if it's a cousin, aunt, I don't give a fuck. Like, it just, there's so much room for error in that moment when someone you know doesn't make it, but then you come along and there's someone who you feel is lesser than your family member, and they seem to be thriving, or they could have a possibility, but you shit on them because it wasn't your seed. It wasn't somebody that was going to make your life better. And so going back to the story, she basically, me telling her I wanted to sing, she basically just tried to talk me out of it because her little, whatever relative, her relative did not make it on said show, or whatever show it was she was trying out for. And, you know, I took that moment, and it's definitely a not to do. And it really inspired me in something that I want to do, and I hope I will be able to do. I want to start a school, as I said in one of my other podcasts. I want to start a school for artistic kids, because I just, there are a lot of educators and institutes that really are not doing justice by the young mind, and they get away with it. But because, you know, a lot of people don't want to believe the kids, a lot of people, you should obey and listen to your elders and stuff like that, and we, a lot of us do. I'm not saying every kid does, but a lot of us do. A lot of us try to be respectful and try to represent the homes that we come from. But there are some detrimental, nasty, vile, foul ass, I mean, not even adults, but broken ass minded people who are molding the youth. in these situations. And I remember another moment, where I expressed to a teacher, when you do introduce yourself to your classmates and stuff like that. Yeah, I did that, and I've told this story before as well. And in my little slideshow, I had that I wanted to be a model. This face, this beat, this beat, and I mean, you know, I in that moment, I didn't know I was setting myself up to be laughed at or ridiculed. I just looked at the possibilities of what I have to offer and was just kind of like, here, there's a lot of things I want to do. Modeling is one, singing and dance. Well, not really be a dancer, but dance, perform or whatever. We're gonna put perform and singing under the same umbrella. And I mean, fashion design. I stuff that I've been doing my whole life. But either who, I just in that moment when the teacher basically provoked and made the class laugh at me, because I don't think they were gonna laugh until the teacher started laughing, and the teacher made a comment, and it was just basically like, what makes you think you know what I'm saying, like, and I mean, I know I'm not the tallest thing. I don't Modeling is not about height. I mean, there's certain things, well, no, even still, like, I feel like no matter what you want to do, you have to break down the mold and the barrier. If you are not what the world requires in that moment, then you got to make a new requirement. That's it. That is it. No discussion, no fucking argument about it. But you can't let people, and I mean, in some instances, I feel like the moments like the teacher laughing and then the guidance counselor saying I wouldn't be able to because their relative didn't, I wouldn't be able to be a singer because whatever. I just feel like in some of those moments, I did let that kind of deter me, because inevitably I feel such a greatness on the inside of me, and I want all people to feel this, no matter what their calling, their talent, their gift is. I want them to look at themselves and know that I'm gonna be the best at it. And I mean, yeah, that's a it's like everybody, no, everybody can be the best because everybody's gift is different. I was gonna say everybody can't be, but we can. It's just like, one, it starts on the inside of you. Nobody can tell you about you unless you confirm it. Everything that you say yes to that somebody says about you, okay, then it's gonna be. But I'm very selective in what I agree on now and what I take in. But the not to do, I just, there's a lot of people that I don't want to be like. I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to be old and regretting life. I don't want to be a person that forever lived a life trying to please everybody else. And child, I just like, I think past 2 years I've been coming out of that. But it's I've always been me, but there's always been the fight on doing things so that everyone else can be comfortable, I guess. But it's just, it's weird to really elaborate on that and actually even agree to that, because I've just always been quiet, but I've always been articulate, and I've always been boisterous, and I've always been mm, different. Oh my god. Okay. My mother, one conversation, and this was like when I was in middle school or maybe high school, I don't know, but she just said to me, I think you're trying too hard to be different. And I don't know. I look at a lot of my peers, and they are definitely, a lot of my peers today are not to do's, because it seems like at one point, and I mean, it's not so heavy now, but at one point everybody was trying so hard to have this one thing that they can stand out for. And don't get me wrong, we all have that, but I feel like there's a lot of people that are trying too hard, and it can come off as me being a hater, whatever. Do you get it how you get it? But I don't know, from a person that was being noticed and ridiculed and talked about from all age groups. I mean, it wasn't, no, from all age groups. I couldn't go to a football game without an adult looking at me and picking and pointing and all this other shit. And then same thing with my peers and, family. So it didn't matter where the fuck it was coming from, everywhere. But that still wasn't going to stop me from loving who I was and trying to be myself to the best of my abilities. But I mean, it's just like, I don't forgot what the hell I was talking about. But I mean, I just want to be who I am. I want to be who I am. And I don't think that I ever had to try to be different. It was just easy. It came easy for me. Like nobody, and it wasn't that I felt like there was nobody I could relate to or hang with. It was just I was different. I don't know. And I mean, in my surroundings, because I know that there's so many people out here in the world. So once you get a taste of it, once you get to see different kind of people, you know that you're not alone. You know that, oh, okay, well, there is somebody that I can cling and relate to, not cling on to. You don't want to be clingy, bitch. But you know, there's relationships out here for me that are going to nourish different parts of who I am and not make me feel like, oh my god, what am I, alien? And I mean, to me, there's the good kind of, I feel like an alien, and there's just like the bad kind, because you don't want to feel alienated, but you I don't know, is you want to feel like I'm one of a kind. And growing up, I always felt like I was one of a kind in a mist of people that wanted to fit in so bad. And people that want to fit in, wanted to fit in, I guess now they're trying, and I don't want to say thriving, but they're trying so hard to step out of the box. And everybody wants to come up with this one idea, this thing that's going to make them pop off. And it's like, girl, just be you. At the end of the day, yes, I know there are some funny people, but even still, everybody ain't that funny. Every snappy, nasty little rant attitude, just it ain't. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes you can be calm and collected and be sexy and be cool and be whatever. Be whatever. But no, I do know that I was talking about this earlier today. My peace, oh my god, my peace would not have wouldn't allow me to be the kind of person that got famous quickly, because after growing up being picked on, noticed, and told that I make black people look bad, and then being told I act white, I act too black, I act blah 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 blah, whatever, bitch, shut up. So after all of that, you know, I'm at a place now where I want my giftedness to be seen, but I want my peace paired with it as well. And I'm very happy that I didn't take off when I feel like it was about to happen. This was around the time when I was going into high school, and I felt like things could have gone a different way if I would have been persistent in my internet persona or whatever, or in my presence. But it was just like, I'm glad that I stepped down from it, because I don't know, I've learned to not care what people think, but I'm still in more than an artist. I'm a human being. So what people say a lot of times, it sits with me, and I'm not gonna lie and act like it doesn't, but I'm getting better. Not how does it sit with me? It sits with me in the way that makes me analyze and think and look at people like, I wonder what could actually make a person do that or say that, because it's not a me thing. I don't look at me. That's the thing about it. Anything that somebody says about me, most of the time, if it doesn't align with how I think about myself or what God says about me, I'm not going to take it any further. If I feel like it just came from left field, I don't take it any further. I just cut it off, because I'm always in constant growth mode. Like, I want to know where I am, who I am, what I can do better, how I can do it better, what facets and what assets I can pick up, and what would just make overall the person that I want to be. But I just, knowing that peace, I wouldn't be able to have that peace that I have now, and I can't have this peace that I have now and be impactful at the same time. That I'm gonna have to step out of it, because this is a comfort zone, not having people talk about me and not having people look at me in this weird way when I know that they got something running through their mind, like, what the hell is he? And I mean, it's just comforting knowing that that's not happening anymore. But in order to actually get to someone who may be struggling, I'm gonna have to step out. And in order to make a difference in my life, I'm gonna have to step out and try to just give what is in my heart and give what I have been put on this earth to give. That's all I can say about that. And I mean, that's the difference. It's kind of like roles reversed, where I was different growing up and people were all basic and the same. Now everybody wants to be different, and to me now that's just basic. And I value my peace more than anything. I've been in the dark. I remember I took a whole what a year off social media. I don't know. And I mean that's nothing new. Like people do it all the time, but I'm rarely on social media, and I'm trying to be there because, I need to build a presence. I need to build and the right kind of brand. And that's another reason why I'm glad I stopped using social, like Instagram, when I got in high school, cuz the brand was off. The brand was off. Don't get me wrong. I feel sexy. I feel like, I got it. But at the end of the day, I don't want that to be what people think and what people see when they see me. But yes, see it. That's my physicality is a part of me, but it's not all of me. And that's what my Instagram was back in 2013, 2012, stuff like that. Yeah. But that's definitely a not to do list on not to do for me. Not to do. You don't want to overly be sexual, and there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, if you liberally you liberated in that manner, be liberated. Hell, be liberated. But I just want to bring something else to the table, and I don't want to be another kind of person that stunts their growth because they saw one thing worked and they keep doing it, or even like they see one thing works and they keep trying to expand on that one thing. And that sounds weird, and I'd probably I have to keep thinking on that, but I don't know, it's not just about sex to me. Life is more than sex. Life is more than a fucking, what is it, webcam model, bitch ass. But no, I mean, yeah, I just want to be able to honestly look at my life and take note of people that are winning and people that, you know, I don't want to say aren't, because everybody has their own path. And who am I to sit here and be like, you're not successful because you don't have this, that, and the third? That's not the case. Everyone is not meant to be rich and on the mountain. I mean, where everybody can see it. Some people have their joy and their fulfillment in the places that nobody wants to go. And that's important as well. And that's definitely on my to-do list, being able to understand that my calling is not someone else's and their calling is not my calling. What they have is not meant for me, but what I have may not also be meant for them. But I do know that what I've gone through can ultimately help someone else, and even if it doesn't, it will help me to be able to express myself and get it out there, and just free myself from the demons and things that have tried to haunt me, hinder me, and keep me from growing and just manifesting into this thing, this beautiful wallflower that I am. Girl, Bert, I just it's not that I'm trying to think of something, because a lot of times I confuse I confuse myself. Would you say that? I guess. But I mean, it's centered around not to do, and I don't know. It's just there's just a lot that I really could say, and there's a lot that I shouldn't say. There's a lot that I should practice saying, actually. But I mean, this really was spur of the moment. Like, I wasn't gonna record anything today, but I just looked at myself and was like, child, you look too good not to be in front of the camera today, because I'm gonna stream later anyway, play some games or whatever. But I mean, you got to take the good and the bad. There's a friend I have, and she just she instilled in me to learn from other people, learn from their successes and their mistakes. And when they try to give me a piece of advice, and if it resonates, then take it and run with it. But one thing that I also know is everybody don't have the roadmap to your life, You are the author. You are the one that has final say over what's going to happen in your life, and your amen over what people say or what you say, that's the most powerful. And nothing is going to change my mind about that. It is really your perception. It is how you see things. So many things can occur, but it's what you latch on to, and it's what you believe that you're going to continue to draw to you, continue to experience and expect. And I see nothing but grace and favor and love in my life at this point. I've been through the worst of it. Now it's time for me to get my flowers while I'm alive, and give myself the flowers that I deserve. The same grace and love and peace and joy that I try to spread into other people's lives. No matter how many people try to make it seem like I was this, nasty person, I always minded my business. I was the kind of person that tried to help people. I mean, if I said anything that may have came off wrong, I was still always trying to help somebody. I was always trying to be somebody's friend, even if we weren't friends. Like, but you always got them people that be trying to attack you. They literally be trying to fight you, and it's like, for what? I'm too pretty for that. Like, oh girl, go sit down somewhere. Like, and I mean, some people can be like, because of that, that's why people want to fight you. But I don't like, you want to fight me. So if I say something about you, why are you mad? Bitch, like, come on now. But I don't know. I just know that no matter what I've been through, the not to do is to try to hurt someone else, to make someone else feel like their life, is pointless because something happened to me, and I didn't heal from it. I didn't grow from it. I didn't forgive what happened to me. The to do is growing, loving, forgiving, moving on. And I mean, just having a good life. Oh my God. Life is like Miley Cyrus said, life's what you make. So let's make it right, bitch. Was it rock or right? I don't know. But I mean, she was on to something. It was a key. So girl, bye. I mean, but I mean, girl, I done said that 3 times. And I do that a lot. I'm gonna repeat myself, period. If you got a problem with it, bitch, meet me in the bathroom. Did Stevie J really say that though? Like, I'm from the school. No, that was Joe Bud and Dumbass. That sounds so. I mean, it didn't sound wrong, cause I mean, they did actually meet up in the bathroom and fight. Like they was in like. But why would he say that like he was in school though? You in a whole interview talking about some. I'm from the school where we meet in the bathroom, and then Mona Scott like meet in the bathroom. It's like, girl, what? Either way, but no, I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's just, and I don't even know the point of this. The point of this is, don't be like the person that tried to hurt you. Don't let your situation, your circumstance control you, and let, I don't know, past that toxic shit. I don't fucking know how to say it. I think I said it right the first time. Don't pass it down. Pass down wealth, pass down love, pass down peace, pass down hope, pass down faith, joy, contentment, contempt at murder, bitch. And what, I don't know, I'm just lying, but no, yeah, pass down, take on the positive aspects of life. Oh my god, oh my god. But I can't keep rambling on because I ain't really saying nothing. But I mean, I hope I talked on something. If not, then I have to do a part 2, because either way, I'm in a place now where it's all going up, because I cannot be afraid. I can't be nervous. I can't be a perfectionist. There'll be a time for that. There will be a time where things can be perfect, and I can afford to do that. But right now, what is it? What is it where people wait too damn long? I don't forgot what the word is. Oh my god, procrastination. There we go. It is not in this season for me, and overthinking things. Hell no. I'm gonna do it once. I'm gonna put it out there, and I'm gonna make myself vulnerable for what is it? Constructive criticism, insults, love, hate, bitch. I don't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, I'm secure. You see this face? Looking at this face, I'm secure as hell. So, and these teeth, bitch. Okay, no braces. This is what I call natural beauty. The skin is beat. The hair is beat. But everybody ain't got it like that. There's some people out there that, you know, they just want it. They just want it. I need to start back exercising because I done lost all my little abs. I got a little gut. Either way, remember to stay positive. Keep that with you, spread it wherever you go. Please make a to-do list. Please look at what people are doing and look at where they are in their life and honestly observe whether or not you want that to be a part of your story. And look at the people that are succeeding in whatever field, whatever way you feel like they're succeeding. If it's family, take that. If it's financial status or wealth, take that. If it's business, whatever, entrepreneurship, go with it, run with it. Whatever aspect a person, you see them and you admire them and that's touching your heart, and it's not that you want their life, but you have a dream and you believe that what they're doing can ultimately cultivate what's on the inside of you. Run with it, run with it. But love yourself, love others, all that jazz. Damn, I look good. All right, goodbye. Oh, girl, don't stream.